it's not easy, but I think you'll feel far more fulfilled. My name's Stuart Diamond. I'm the Chief Executive of Mitzvah. We're a Jewish-led organization where we inspire Jews in their communal, whether that's a synagogue, a welfare body, or they could be a Jewish book project, to enter the world of social action. And so disagreeing well is about saying, I'm here and you are here, and we're on this journey together. And I think it's just remembering that we all live in a world where we see the world through our own lens. I think people struggle with difference because it challenges who you are. And so I think for me, the minute you realize you can't live in this world as an island on your own, and that you're part of a deeply connected world, that you have to engage in conversation. And that's difficult. People believe that the Jewish community is homogenous, that we think the same, that we look the same, that we eat the same food, but we're not. We're a very different group of people. And so some of us identify with our Judaism through its spirituality, through the synagogue model. Others identify with it through its flavor of its food, through its festivals, some through its politics, and some through its music. There is no doubting that Jewish identity is a major contentious point. So depending where you sit, everybody will not fight, but will debate for which is the best denomination and why you should practice that way. The other major topic is obviously Israel and Palestine. And so often what I'm faced within Mitzvah Day, and both from an external and internal community point, is all these issues, even that at the root of it, Mitzvah Day is around getting people to enter into social action, to volunteer their time, and to work to build bridges between people of faith, no faith, and belief. And so questions around denominational practice or the state of Israel aren't core to the work that we do. But I think as a Jew, you can't walk away from these issues. I think often what people do is we shy away from picking up a book that's on a topic that we feel uncomfortable with. We find it uncomfortable to walk into spaces that are not what we identify with or what are easy. And I think a growth mindset is a person who says, I am not bound by what I know today. I can grow and I can develop and I can educate myself and I can enlighten myself and I can shift my opinions and I can change my political opinions and I can take something which I held maybe to be true today, but through research and conversation and arguments for the sake of heaven, shift my opinion. I don't think we're bound just because today I believed in X that tomorrow I need to believe in that. For me, a growth mindset is a person who says, I'm open to learning. I'm open to shifting my opinion. I'm open to putting myself in spaces that I might not find comfortable because I can't be an ally and I can't be a better person and I can't be a better human being if I'm not willing to and I think it's too easy to become fixed in, this is what I know, and I see it with people I work with, I see it with some friends that I might have gone to school with, is they become fixed. That's how I was educated, that's what I know, that's what I'm comfortable in, that's it. And I think that's boring. And I think you don't live a fulfilled life unless you open yourselves up. We live in a world of fight or flight. I say don't run, but I also say don't shout. So when you come in and there's conversation, I think you need to say to yourself, how am I going to process what I'm hearing? And it's okay not to have to say something. I think too often we go into spaces where we listen to conversations or we participate where we feel we have to say something. Because if we don't say something, then what do people think? Sometimes it's okay not to stand for anything in the moment. It's okay to think and pause. So I think for me, it's about saying, reflect, think. If you've got something to say it. If you don't, it's okay. And in that sense, it's also okay to come back again when you're ready to talk. It's also okay to walk away if you feel that I always say to people, some people say to me like, and we mentioned some of the topics earlier, I think there are moments where it doesn't matter the level of conversation, the climate isn't right for it. And that this isn't about one engagement. It's about how often can I come back to the table to continuously engage and to learn and to grow. Be kind, not just to the person you're talking to, but be kind to yourself. And try and listen. I would say listen, hear more than you speak. So it's the old adage, 2 ears, 1 mouth. You can either push back and scream and shout and force your opinion down, but the reality is that it's not going to work. And I don't think you'll walk away with a successful, you won't walk away with a successful engagement. What you'll walk away is you'll break down the relationship with whoever you are debating with. And I think what we need to try and do more and more is to say, I'm coming to the table to have conversations, to share my views, to share where I'm sitting, to represent the community I'm asked to represent. I think the first thing is whenever you go to something that you like, that could like, make sure you've had your fluids and you've eaten and your blood sugars are like general like physical health check before you go, and like don't go in hungry or moody or like tired. That's the first thing. I think mood setting, getting yourself ready for an engagement, whether that's like a 5-minute meditation or a moment of reflection to say like I'm going into a space, I know I'm going to be challenged. I think so. For me, it's about kind of setting yourself. Are you ready for the space that you're going into? Are you prepared? The challenge was to come to the table and go, right, I'm going to try and represent as best I can. I'm going to listen. And even if I don't agree with the person that I'm in a conversation with, what can I learn? What can I take away? And how can I leave knowing that we can still shake hands and I can pick up the phone and say, right, let's pick up that conversation. As university students, you're going to face times where students are going to have different opinions, different ways of thinking. And how can you walk out with a positive experience? It's not easy, but I think you'll feel far more fulfilled going into a space where you're challenged than going to a space where it's what you want to hear.